editing this out. See. This is a new platform. See if it works. Okay. This is Waking World, Live and Melon, Live Detection. Interesting. You need that. Send an email out. This is a new app. There's a lot of event that went off in London today. Wow, I've been watching it. Just go check this. Downloading apps, but I haven't got my space in the phone. Software. Melon is another application. Just going back behind the scenes and checking the Seaside studio section of this channel. Seeing they blocked me in my old channel. I'm trying out Twitch, Twitter, all these other platforms I'm just getting used to. So I'm just getting used to this new way of doing things. Okay. There's one watching, I've got to go. Oh, damn it. That's a miracle. I'm trying to stay away of application. What happened in UK? I'm gonna meet something. Brian is gone live and was watching him. Yeah, I'm just trying this out. Let me just go behind things. London. You know, the public health situation worldwide. I have to careful what I say. I've been just watching the afternoon. Can't show it, of course. I have to make sure I edit this. Housekeeping. Oh, my head is really radiated today. Got any tips to know? Right, the way the one online, so I've got to be very careful what I say to this application. Wherever it was, I can't find it now. Again. Here I am. How do I show the chat? Oh, right. I found the chat. How are you doing, Waken? I am literally being radiated. Stream chat. So I can invite. See if I can invite. See how that works. So create a new link. You can invite up to one guest slot. I'm looking at these instructions. I think this is a cheaper way to use this app to go live. So how do I do this? Copy. I can send it. I can stream multi platforms. I can stream this on Twitter once I know how to do it. The gaslight is right now. We're just messing about in the hallway. And I can stream. I've got to set up something else, and I can email link. Right. So let me go. Yeah. So let me just see what's going on now. Apparently today. Let's see if the individual is still alive. Oh, my head is radiated on the right side. Right, I want to know if he's still alive. Now there's this guy, right? It portrays. Where's the history? Let me see if I can find the history. Yeah, so let me see. Cut through a bit.
That's enough now.
I don't know how many police there were in Central Park, in Hyde Park in London, on the pro-freedom protest and celebrate, and it's about, you know, the health situation. So UK mainstream media a few hours ago portrayed it as they're trying to turn the public against each other, and it's. I knew this would happen because as I was watching it, trying to, you know, chill, which is a bit difficult when your head's been radiated. And this time on my right side, really. So I got earplugs in. So so it's more like a party atmosphere. With I've never seen the amount of people that took the effort to travel all parts of England to central London. And I had a gut feeling when I was watching it that it was going to turn into something ridiculous again, more control. So basically, it's all about, in statute law, the coronavirus statute law in England is all different. Parts of the world, it's called something different. 2020, right? Now, when you read through a lot of that documentation, there's clauses in that. And a lot of it, alleged, is very much controlled. So, under the umbrella of public health, they have to portray to those that are not waking up to certain subjects that, oh, look, these thousands, I mean, there was a lot of people eventually gathered on Hyde Park in central London. It's a huge park. And so, of course, everything was all running smoothly and people were just chilling out and people were streaming, and there's a few well-known streamers I know I've been watching. One particular guy does it very well and gets the angle on his stream just right. And there was a few proper, you know, they definitely look like they were paid to be there to start trouble. I started watching the body language towards when police were coming to the part of the area where the fencing was and the pathway, and these guys, the way they were built, they were definitely portrayed to gather intelligence and feedback, you know. That's what they do, don't they? Anything they infiltrate and to gather information. I knew this would happen because all your social media, internet, everything, as well as everything else, is always being monitored 24 hours a day in the way we're living now. in the world, and I don't know too well how that goes. So, of course, those stupidly, taking any smart devices, any phone with a GPS tracking with a satellite, are going to be known their locations from leaving their homes or wherever they live to the location. And then you've got the AI built in with the facial recognition in central London anyway now. So as soon as you get off any public transport, there you go. You're clocked. And then as soon as you get into the zone of the traffic, central location, or wherever you parked your vehicle, some people foot by bike or whatever, you're in their jurisdiction because the central area of London it's like a corporation really, it's business, district. And it's a bit like you're going to famous shopping areas, some of the shops are open, aren't they? So it attracts a lot of tourism. But these are just ordinary people in all different walks of life taking part. And some are kids, and which I was surprised, taking them on such a. It was all peaceful. I haven't watched to the right to the end what happened yet. But I thought they're going to intimidate a lot of these people. ANZAZ here today. All our men and you went to war. Oh, is it? And my great three uncles were in the war many years ago. What war was that, Tanya? See if I can type. This looks like a better application to use actually. What war in Australia was it? Oh yeah, quite a good app. This software. After yeah, that's interesting. So it's what on Australia ZAC. I don't know. I have to ask Mum. Wow, that's interesting. Was it from like? Because I remember years ago, and I'm not expert in this history. Was it the First World War, Second World War, or were they in conjunction with England, America, New Zealand all those years ago? Oh, in New Zealand and New Zealand. Wow. Well, that's interesting. You've got a family history. Your uncles in the war many years ago. You look at the history of this. Educate yourself. Oh hi, how are you? Yeah, I'm trying this new way of trying to. Since they strike me off the other channel, I'm trying this new. As you can see, what I'm using, Melon is called Stream, and I saw someone else using it, so I just randomly gone live. How are you? Said, this is a better way actually streaming of this version. I will get used to it. Trying to build up the channel, what they've done to me already. Hi Susan, how are you doing? It's a bloody nightmare, isn't it, the way things are. How are you going, I should say. They lied about their age. They were boys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, keep going, don't stop. Yeah, it's odd. My head is radiated right now today, my right side. Oh my god, yeah, and I found out my son is definitely purpling me. Oh, Jesus, I'll tell you. I've got so this program, right, the neural monitoring, is so sick. I can't tell you how sick it is, and I can't say too much on here because they're just gonna everything I do, phone, main internet, computer, you name it. I mean, when the home invasion the other night, when I got back in, they tampered with this computer, right? Tried to break it again. And what's the point in forking out for a new one that just gets broke again? And every single, if I get a new phone within like 2 months, it's hacked. No matter how good the software I've got to protect everything, it just gets randomly hacked. No matter what apps I use. So communications to get anything out is really, really difficult. And that's what they want. You're hanging in there. It is. I'm usually very positive, but what they've been doing to me is like setting me up, used my son to get me with a Medava label. Oh gosh. And the way they're doing it, like today, I got a message sent to me. The message of Freemasons, demonic, evil. This is a program so demonic, isn't it? So evil. I posted back because I know contract law, various subjects I've studied. So I know what I'm doing with documents and things on that side, everyday stuff I deal with. And then it come back in, I posted it. This is how they sick demonic perps. Watching me Friday, yesterday, at 3 p.m. in the high street, by the post box, posting back something, because I don't know who the hell this company is, a PO box number. So anything comes through the door PO box, unless it's an actual business location, you got the full location and the company information, it gets sent returned to sender, which is lawful. But anyway, instead of going to the destination, which I've got a photocopy, I always take a photo when I send something in the post box. If it's not recorded, deliver it. And anyway, that dickhead, Perp Royal Mail, bloke, I put it through my letterbox today, and guess what they ripped off? It's all ripped. And my other post, this is what they do on top of everything else, had been damaged. So I've taken photos of it before I opened my original post, and the other one's going to get sent back again because I've covered my back on this by sending 2 items, important documents, by recorded signed for post, even though it get tampered with. And my other lot of documents, the same lot I sent before, had reached a destination, £7 each bundle of paperwork it cost me. And they've ignored it. And it's about rebuttal every single point of my private life. So my son had promised to help me, to back me up on this, because he's passed 2 years, year really, last year and this year, I've been helping him out financially best I can. And I found out today by research that his ties, and sadly, the program is hammering in his head as well to divert onto cryptocurrency, digital currency, focusing on that. And he's got heart of gold, and he's got a daughter 4 years old, and he's been perked by the ex-wife. So he's genuine, but he's being manipulated in the program where he is, 300 miles away. And so all my communications is being blocked to contact him. And I know he's active on social media on Twitter, because I use a different account and a different name on Twitter. And I've only just started learning how to do it. He's going through he's doing things unconsciously to make him look like he's purper. If he's perping, it's because of the neuromonitoring. I thought as much. Thank you for clarifying that, because that's what they do. They get you confused on that part, because I'm reading social media, and I know he has to keep in contact with my family. No disrespect to religion, but it's very demonic. Um, and whatever lies they said about me, you know, the program, right? My sister, sadly, all of them are so under the mind control program, they won't question nothing. So they've been digging, they already ruined it with my daughter. And I found old photos on social media of my daughter, which is nice to see. My daughter disowned me ages ago now. And when the hell I went through years ago, on top of before I knew I was a TI, I'd always wondered why the hell they literally blocked my daughter and my grandkids. Do you know, it's so painful that. And especially when I was going through BS, with abuse in my home by carers. And I reported everything and nothing got done. And I blocked him to come to my home when my friends took over. Now, because it's private arrangement, I don't want my son to visit. I don't want anyone near this town because I know what's going on around here with me. Now, they're using implied next month on the 20th. And this is how I'm coming to the point. I keep a journal and diary. Want to book into a hotel in it's about 25 miles away from here, and he lives 300 miles away. Claiming want to visit me with my granddaughter, but I don't want them to because for their protection. If you get me on that, I rather it's get a new phone. The risk of that getting hacked, which I've got a gift card, I can use that. I've saved up for it, and that way, if it gets hacked in 2 months, so what? It's just a bloody phone. But I won't pay for it. It's just a gift card I've had for about 2 years and it runs out soon. And I'd rather do it by video, you know, this WhatsApp or whatever you've got the app, rather than visit. Because if he travels in his mobility vehicle with my granddaughter, it's a risk that here be something will happen. Like it's already happened with Pert wife. Somebody ran into the back of his car, and I got photos of all this not that long ago. He's had so much happen to him. I know he's been targeted as well. And I've got all these photos, all this evidence, all this built up a history of him as well, what happened, and how he was working. You know the scenario when you have a good job and your marriage and everything, and he loses it all. That's what happened to him. So he's doing his best with the new age of digital currency now, isn't it? Coming up with the way the world's changing. So I'm fully aware these powers that be in my area are trying to allegedly, I have to put, trying to use him, and he doesn't know the stuff I know in a sense of law, and he has to just stay quiet. When I saw a picture, right, he might, like you just said, I know, and this is what I've got to be careful of, Tanya. You need to be with your son and granddaughter. I know you're trying to protect them, but they are TIs away here. I know. So when I said to him, Tanya, right, about a week and a half ago, when he did answer the phone, but I know the phones are monitored, so I have to be careful. I can't say what I want to say. I have to just be very basic. And I said it really be good to move down his area. If there is a place that would meet my needs with my healthcare, housing, and physical disabilities, right? So, but there isn't that straightforward anymore, like it used to be before the lockdown. And the practicalities of moving everything, boxing everything up, is not that simple. There isn't, I don't get any help. And when I've reached out before to hire companies, to hire people to help me with certain things, and I've saved up to do that, I just get blocked. I get refused. Even recycling large items, I get blocked, or people won't turn up to collect the items. I can't do nothing about it. And that's frustrating. So when I hinted at my son, if you wanted to travel out when it's lawfully correct to do that from the 17th of May in England, then I need help to box things up, put it in your car. Perhaps you could look for a company. If there's a storage unit open now from the 17th of May this year in England, that I can put a lot of stuff in boxes and store. Yeah. So because the powers that be, I definitely want to move me out. So therefore, frustrating is when they're doing everything really beyond comprehension, it is here. I know what my lawful rights are. I've done everything I can, but when a perp right opposite me, behind it all, uses his connections with Freemasons to make sure I don't get any lawful right to repair, and then they twist it on me and blame me that I'm not working with people, that I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, which is absolutely BS. I've got emails and paperwork, you name it, I've got it to prove otherwise. So when on the 22nd of March 2021, it's gone far beyond a joke now. This National Housing Company's behind it all, and the other channel was I've been documenting things in chat for my protection. And if it happens to me, right, it's not by my hand, it's by them. So I don't mention certain things. I keep a journal and I'm careful on what I do, and they change the lights in the hallway in the flats where I live. And every time I open that effing door, they're beaming them on me. And it's psychological tactics, I know. But I take no notice. And I've got audio recordings of how they're doing their neuro monitoring in the sleep. Have anybody experienced that before? This is what they're trying to make me do, right, Tanya? Because I've rented for 10 years and I've got rights in renting for 10 years, and I'm going to be made homeless. And they can't make somebody in a wheelchair homeless just like that in England. So they're trying to put a label on me, and nothing like today, what I was watching, as I said, in the stream of London and people speaking up for the truth. We're living in a dictatorship in a magnitude even more in England. I can't even put fingers on it because words won't describe it, what's really going on. Now, because I'm aware of how they're doing it and how one's lawful rights are and how to respond to offers, etc., etc., they hate people being knowing their lawful rights. And then in my particular situation in TI as well, it's why I don't put my face on camera, because well, there's only one photo on this channel. You'll see one. You'll see the one dated in April 2019, and I didn't know then I was going to be set up by that place I went to up the road, and you'll see me describing where I was with the sun behind me in my wheelchair on this channel, blonde hair with a coat on. And I had no clue from that date in April 2019 it would lead to where I am now. And I had no clue. Everything's linked in together. And it took me a very short time to work that out. So that arsehole bloke lied to me, tried to help me. then it was a financial situation I was in that led him to go online and put my information online. And then I'm in the HM Courts Tribunal Service that's run by Ministry of Justice. I have to be careful. Yeah, I've seen the document on Target Justice website. It's a trick for the stalkers to turn us against our families and friends. Thank you for saying that. Is it said Ceta Rex? Yeah, this is where I'm trying to be neutral. That makes any sense. Where today I had to just not focus on him because the photo I saw, which is good for him and my granddaughter, to be in a zoo, and it was beautiful photo. And I'm not going to be negative because that's what they want to be, you know, to get me to respond. So I just posted, oh, it's lovely. I hope you're okay. I've tried the text. And I thought, if he sees my post on his social media platform, just saying I'll try to reach, I hope that will trigger that I am here, because I know they can mimic, imply that, oh, you might get a text, there might be a photo on social media, and I know how they infiltrate. The technology is so advanced, isn't it? So I know how they can portray to be their family members. And I'm not expert in none of this, by the way. I'm just living this hell like anyone. But shout out to Mo Smith YouTube channel. You know Smith, Mo, Tanya. He was just a moderator on all my moderators on the other channel. Some of them know I've got this channel back up at the moment. I really don't know what's going to happen from Monday. Whether they're going to force entry and drag me out and lie about me again and imply, oh, we're concerned about your mental health. Oh, for God's sake. Do you know, the only thing I ever got diagnosed with years ago was this attempt on my life. Long time ago. And all the paperwork related to the victim of this horrific crime. Yeah, I wouldn't believe that. And I do believe now, I know, how far back the MK Ultra program goes. I think that serial killer must have been part of it because he was demonic, seriously. But I'm the only survivor, and I had wondered all those years ago, Metropolitan Police, everybody failed me. I've never had justice. And when I got my old house broken into, the national media, you see, went to town on me, lied about me to. When I used to be in the media, I used to be trained into journalism, and I used to be through ex-friends I had. I got my National Union or journalism card, press card. So I was a researcher, not paid for, just trained up in my friends' businesses. And he used to be a journalism, and so he took me under the wings and trained me up. Then I used to trained in business management for my ex-husband, and he was a Freemason. I didn't know it then. Soon divorced him, but there's a lot of things in my past I got involved with, and I know it's all interlinked to who I am now. But you can't change your past. And the thing is, the way when your mindset wakes up to what you know now is about living for the moment every day, every minute of the day to survive. And then physically, right, practically, and then knowing full well that this is a massive war a spirit in my spirituality point of view anyway on our souls, on humanity, and the amount of subjects, the amount of rabbit holes I've been down is just unbelievable, and come out of, and here I am now, is another reason why they've got to shut me up unlawfully. I'm no threat to nobody or to myself, but this is what they're trying to stitch me up with. Yeah, he was targeted. I can't see other people's comments. I don't know how it works on the stream, Tanya. Other people's comments. This is a public stream. Let me see if I can see it on this. Said, hi Mo. I don't know if Mo is in here. I don't know. I'll have to check on my mate's phone. Let me just have a look. Bear with me. Gotta check the stream. Bear with me. No. Let me just check. Hold on. There's Messrs. Held Review. Check out and subscribe. Yeah, he is a good yeah, he's alright. Balkan Wolf line. I am, thank you, Tanya. I don't know what that was, Held Review. I haven't touched that. Yeah, keep going, don't stop, thank you, said C2Z Rexo. Hanging in there, trying to stay positive. I'm just reading your comments at the moment. Tanya says, Wicked, I can't see that person's comment. Zeta said, it's got a YouTube channel, haven't you? It was MM Strategy Guide who saw my comment on his channel, and I was trying to get the word out that I've been blocked on my other channel so he can let others in that there's certain people that you know that you sub to each other and trying to literally, they don't want people to communicate with each other. So if you don't know about Telegram, there's an app. There's a YouTuber, H Tanya Noah, 8SH_P. She's exposing a lot with others on. I can't do Zoom. I don't even have to use the damn bloody thing. And there's a guy from Generation Israel, and a couple of the people researching to get evidence into UN on Committee of Against Torture in this program. I really don't even know how to do my documents on that right now. I've had too much to deal with. I'm just reading your comments. Just bear with me. Yeah, I've seen the document on Targeted Justice website. It's I'd had suspicion on that myself. Zeta. I would have Zeta, that's right, if I call you that. Yeah. Do you have yeah, I try not to say anything reference to moving my situation right now, Tanya. It's very, very, very tricky. And you also say, I can't see people's comments. I don't know why that is, Tanya. See, Zeta says, yeah, I've seen the document on Target Justice website. It's a trick for the stalkers to turn us against our families and friends. Yeah, that's a good comment. Tanya says, yeah, I'm listening, Awaken. Be careful, I will do. Thank you, and you too, Tanya. God bless. I was just speaking about Mo because I noticed him on someone else's chat. Sita says, yeah, he was targeted and Kirby lost, and he lost everything financially, job, and sabotage. I think it pronounces that. Is that Mo Smith? Yeah. Tanya says, I was 5 years old, MK Ultra. Sorry to hear that. Can they see the mind control, the neural monitoring? I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, that's it. Well done, Tanya. Yeah, her channel. Thanks for saying that, because I'm not very good at putting links in the chats at the moment. Yeah, I can't highlight like I used to be able to do. I'll get used to the app eventually, how to use it and screen share, edit, things like this. This is just a test, really. I am monitored here. Can they see my comments? Yeah, it does show up on YouTube on here. Thanks for the thumbs up, ladies and gents. I am on here because it says let me just check the sound. Let me just put the sound up. Just sound check. Right, I'm being monitored as it's playback, and I'll be monitored no matter what platform I use. So just add that. I'm going to be careful. I've titled this under entertainment on YouTube. So it's a high TR chat. So see to Tanya or the other individual. It says current viewers 3 and current viewers 2 in this studio that you do. Intriguing. Yeah, so can they see? Yes, Tanya. Well, I don't know what you mean by who, because let's see if I can. I think on StreamYard I can put links. So I'm gonna try and put another one here. If I can spell it right. Just so educate yourself. Educate yourself. This is I don't think anyone knows this one. Yourself.org is a website. And then I'll put a dash and look at mind control and what they say on the history of this. There are other links. Oh wow, I think that might work. Let me just click on it myself and see. I might just well. It doesn't come up in the chat. I might have to take off this. I think they're hacking me. Oh, I know how to do this now. Oh, that's cool. You're welcome. Yeah, you gotta find balance. Oh, look, I can show you on stream. Yeah, you gotta find balance and be positive. They want people to view us as negative, so we have to be positive, and that is true. That is true. I can see my cursor on this computer being taken over and controlled. When they got in home invasion yesterday, they hacked on me. I broke this part of my hinge on this laptop. Yeah, that is true, Sita, Rex. That is a balance. I don't really know about natural health. Anyone tries anything? So I'll just click off that now. Oh, this is quite a good app, Melon, to use. I'm going to try and link it up to. I'm going to invest into a phone because if I have to move the way it's going, a one that I can put extra storage data, and the way I don't want this 5G ready version, because that is the 5G technology allegedly is more damage. But the quantum computer technology, I don't know if anyone doesn't know Mo Smith. I'm going to type it in. This is how he spells it on his YouTube channel. And go and check it out, Mo Smith, because on his playlist it goes into certain subjects which which I've known about for a long time actually. I don't get into that terminology on any channel, because when I did the other one I was being monitored and certain things I'm aware of. I had a gentleman in, and he's, bless his heart, he's going through hell. He lost his aim. I don't know if he's got a partner or a kid in New Zealand, and he's Rex, his name is, and he's helped me out by email with certain paperwork and suggestions through introduction to Mo. Mo is very spiritual man. He's a moderator. I think he does gaming. I don't know. I don't do Discord. I'm not a gamer, and but I know he's. I think he is very good at computer. I'm not expert in computer technology. I'm not. I don't know codes in computer technology. I just know the basics, and I'm not a computer expert. Well, not an expert, but I'm not advanced level in some areas like certain people are. You know, when you go behind the scenes in your software, like PeerBlock, I've got so many hundreds of hackers. Well, they're like companies, a lot of IP locations are hacking in from FBI. Bangkok, for example, the police. Why they want to hack into my network, God knows. You've got the MI5, you've got all these private and public, national in England, as well as international companies hacking into me in my network, my main connection into my home. So therefore, even if I use a wire connection, they still get through. So and even if I get off, I've tried this quite a few times. I've used cut off all my main internet and just use mobile data. So I'm tortured still with mobile data to try and communicate. So there's a lot of times where I don't get emails. When I do try and send an email, it gets queued. They're monitoring every single bit of data. And then my practical life offline, they're doing all that stuff too. So I read a good book called Mind Control. Richard Lighthouse, I don't think that's his real name, but it's a website, and there's quite a few others I'm aware of. In England, there isn't many people about. We don't communicate. There's no one really to communicate with. There was a couple of websites, but they're not active at all. My health isn't that position to be able to do anything myself, so I'm just trying to survive like anybody. Oh dear gosh. So I saw my go back to my son. I saw his picture, and it was lovely for him to get out. But like you said, this this, oh, wow, how do you get through? Okay, so I've got a recording and it's really, oh, how do I explain this? When my son was little, when he got hit by a car and he survived it, he had an out of body experience. And at that age, how can a young lad know what an out of body experience is? And when I gave him time to tell me in his own words when he was younger what he saw, I knew from my religious upbringing what he meant. And it wasn't until my late mum passed away in 2018, and then today I'm more aware what that is, what he meant. And so I'm aware of what generation in Israel has been researching, and others too, of the technology of implants. I've read the patterns, there's a lot. The mind control one was before I was born. How many individuals worldwide is there? And who can put a number? It will be impossible. Non-consensual experimentation using this advanced technology. And when I read screen share and see if this works, sadly they have to pick on disabled people. Yeah. Now I'm going to try something here and see if I can screen share. I'm going to try this. See if I don't get kicked off. See if that is showing up. I'm just checking on my screen. I'm just going to see this showing up. There's a delay. I'm not seeing it coming up on the screen yet. Show. Right, it is showing. Now it is. I'm going to try and show you this website. Here we are. I'm going to try and show you this website. Right. What I was shocked to find out. There was a list on this website. Let me see if I can go back to the page I found it on. It's USAA, which you're looking at, anticommunism.com blog. Okay. So the Google pattern search, this individual is amazing how many patterns he uncovered. So I'm just trying to find the right page it was all on. There's a lot, a hell of a, I've got to go back again. There's a lot of information I found on the web. Really is a lot. So, and it linked, here we go. So I'm just going to check on still screen sharing. I'm just checking. There's a delay, so bear with me. What I was Okay, here we go. Right, the mind control machine was on the left side of the screen I am sharing. Is the mind control machine pattern number. It was filed in 1956, and here we go. And websites for these patterns, okay? So I won't confuse myself that. Then 1958, the patent for subconscious transmissions by movie. So TVs, movies, etc. It's all stimulation of the mind. I'm sure you know about that. Then you got patterns of 1958 television transmission. When you go down the left side, let me bring the screen up a bit more. You've got the microwave patterns, the improving neuro performance in human subjects. Okay, let me go into that. That was just after I was born, and that's 1967. People invent these things, the typical patterns and the methods and what it's for abstract, right? So they always play it off positive, but not to be advanced technology. This is years ago and check. Right, I'll go back to the website. Then we'll go down here though. This is what I've got evidence on audio, what they're doing to me. Now this was a patent of an apparatus for producing sweep frequency modulated audio signal patterns for introducing sleep brain frequencies broadcast. This is 1971. There you go. A method for sound signals introduced for human individual apparatus and audio signal generated and stimuli, pleasing repetitive sounds modulated, continuous frequency. It's all frequencies, isn't it? Electronic patterns of human brain and states of sleep. And then it goes into, this is a pattern number 3.729292, and then you got the January 23, 1973 United States, and then you got the inventor, and it's more advanced now. You got, when you find this evidence, I wish that I was trained in I can make my own blocker. I think Generation was trying to find something like that. You got another one for stages of sleep. Now the new remote monitoring, altering the brainwaves, was invented in 1974. So here's a pattern for that. I'm going to see on screen showing this. This is not made up, is it? On the website. Let me. Yeah, I'm sharing this. So you've got method for sensing brainwaves at a position remote from a subject, and the electromagnetic signals, different frequencies stimulating transmitted to the brain of the subject, which signals interfere with another to yield a wave form. Now, this was 1976. Think what they're doing now with quantum computer technology. They're turning like transhumanism, isn't it, with the nanotechnology, you know. I'll get screen sharing. This is a website I'm just going to share. So if you make a note of this, and if you want to go and research a hell of a lot more, organised stalking with direct energy weapons, right? Satellites. Whoever consented to be part of their, and look what they do for the wolves. Radiation. It's dangerous. Anyway, let's go back. I stopped screen sharing. So, yeah. Anyway, Tanya, you know about this. If you're still about Zed Rex, I can go into using his application, which now I know about it, to perhaps, I don't know, pay monthly. I worked out it's about £15 a month. There might be a way, I don't know at the moment. So anyway, let me just go back up. There, they have to pick on disabled people, don't they? You know, you don't get unwell for just like that, do you? And when I did that last stream on Waking World YouTube channel, right? I don't know what I said, and somebody has been going through picking fault on every single channel, every single it's like a computer AI or some bot or some demonic entities are going at every video and flagging it up, and I've always been careful not to get a strike. So yeah, he has. Yeah, he has. And I don't know. Yeah, C2, he has. And he's offered something, this. I'm going to see if you don't know about this. I'm going to screen share this bit again. This software might be helpful to stop the bloody hackers. Oh, look, they're hacking into me already again. Let me try again. Right. Yeah. Right. This is a software anybody is in the situation I am in. This is a software called TeamViewer, which you can download. I haven't used it. Also, it runs. I didn't even know this. This is quite good. It runs the full version, can install, and also on a USB stick or the cloud as portable. Many different computers, but it's also the one, and I read up about briefly on it, where remote, because he's very good at computers, and it also does. I have to download 32-bit version. I think I have to check this computer's moderating, the background system. So once I know how to work it out, he could come in and assist me as a TeamViewer support with instant remote desk support and this small customer module, as it says on the left side of the screen here, and you've got on the right side version as well. And I thought it's a bloody good thing. So I thought, well, before I downloaded it, I had put this suggestion back because it's a good way to get somebody that's very good, you trust, by the way, temporarily, to check behind if they're computer literate and obviously with the codes and things, know what they're doing, to see who's getting into my system, what's going on, more detailed. And show a screen. Okay, so am I on? As I said, this is a test and a chat. So let me just check. Let me just check. Yeah, a lot of good information helps, isn't it? When I think the link I put in is the wrong spelling, unless it doesn't work. Who knows? But anyway, was a helpful way. I have to shout out to, let me just go, um, you can tell I haven't got many subscribers because of the way it is. And I was looking at the nanotechnology, Brian Chew. That's where he's streaming, and I don't know how he's streaming it and how he's getting protection from all of this technology around his ears, his body, his frequencies. And that's why I found that he's streaming from the app. So obviously he knows his way around computers. But yeah, the melanapp.com is what I just clicked on. Now the remote neural manipulation attacks are fabricated, and I'm just going to read off his channel. He says put and falsify memory references, multiple impulses. I can't even pronounce a lot of this. It's a long reading. He's a spiritual Christian. To try and read the Bible, I like listening to audio Bible verses myself. And totally falsified. He's noticed AI is using some kind of technology to do this too. Anyway, not my real memories of motivational impulses, including he's gone into certain things I won't repeat here on this channel. You can read it up for yourself if you want to know. Is a supercomputer attacking the ears, ringing in the ears, head, pulsating pain? Anyone gets a high-pitched screeching sounds? A microwave? Censorship to disrupt any continuity of thought and reshort memory. I don't get that. I don't get the cognitive effect. It goes on about Christian content, which is breaking brain entertainment, and aware about the RNM system, disconstruction, and the ritual abuse and all that saintic demonic. Understanding the mind technologies that are being used against target individuals for training, research, and development is an artificial superintelligence technologies merged with virtual alignment reality interfaces. And this is where it gets a bit like what? Known as neuroreality. It's brain to computer interface, electronic brain to brain interface, brain to cloud interface, and that's a new one on me. It goes on to imply hive mind teams, cognitive researchers are using to target and torture, kill mind control victims. And this is where they're trying to set me up on. Psychiatrist, psychologist. Yeah? Literally, it'll be. I just can't go into it right now. It's just really demonic. Goes on to imply in his bio on this particular stream he's doing. Neuroscientists, behavior scientists, etc. Force themselves to hallucinate, daydream inside that force hallucination. They can pull up various visual. That's a lot of bio he writes up. I don't know how he does it. Is it copy and paste? I don't know. But anyway, it's worth a look if you want to know more. So, this advanced technology, this channel is just a test really tonight. I'm going to go testing this software out. No doubt I'll have to look for the app. I have to make space, delete stuff and try this one. Um, this is quite a cheap one. If I'm gonna go pay monthly for this, ultra unlimited streaming. I can invite guests on. I don't know how it costs upfront to pay. It works out $15 a month. What that works out a year. You can upload media files, multi-stream. I didn't even know how to do all this just yet, but I'm looking at alternatives, other platforms, but everything's monitored. I mean, before the internet goes, I'm just looking at ways to just keep, if I'm being disappeared into the system, I can blog about what's happening to me to just show real life events. And, you know, from my point of view, in England, they can't, you know, the human rights violations, God-given rights, the information I've learned in subjects of certain things I've learned and share, and then I can do it in a way that is not going to breach any of these, you know, Internet of World of Things in England. And I can be positive, try to be, because we're living in very tribulation, you know, the trials and tribulations of life at the moment. And I come from a point of view about a targeted survivor trying to be with physical disabilities and being labelled and all sorts going on. So, and those that have their experiences just to bring into that might help others to try and keep going and survive, knowing what we're going through. So that's the point of this particular channel and testing this particular stream out, this software. And I don't know how it's going to work out because of the MK Ultra triggers and all this stuff they like to do constantly. For now, this time of day in England, it's about 11 o'clock at night. I'm focusing and trying to keep focusing and keep trying to eat fruit and veg. Even if I can't face a meal, I'll just keep hydrated. Because when they're doing the neural monitoring and the brain space, it's important to use. Thank you, Tanya, by the way, Dave KCD, to put that on. The frequencies, putting earplugs in, listening to that offline, save it to download MP3 player, whatever, and you put it in and it blocks out those sounds of the piercing of frequencies into your ears. When I'm really tired, I forget, but I do make an effort to try and do that on top. So shout out for those that popped in today. God bless to you, Seth, Zeta Rex, Tanya, Beaver. And for those that playing this back, there's nothing to monitor because I'm just chatting. Basically, what happened in London. Let's see what happened at the end of all the events of London. Just the mainstream media portraying something else. Everything is hidden in plain sight. But there you go. So let me go back. I've got to just mute this. I've got to try and mute this.
Yeah, the main event is over. We're gonna hang out a little bit more. Might not be very good for streaming. Hello. Rush.
Okay, so basically, I'm gonna cut that off. So basically, in a nutshell, what happened to London? Oh, you found me! Oh wow, hello, just talking about you. I'm testing out this new Melon app generation, and I'm gonna screen share what I found. Yeah, I'm rigid implanted NK Ultra also at very age. Sorry to hear about that. How are you, generation? You got a notification? That is good. Okay, I'm going to screen share what you said about earlier. Yeah, I thought, I've got to try and look, and I found this. So I'm going to screen share. Where is it now? Oh, I've lost that link. I got off what you said in Telegram thing app. Yeah. Again. I don't that idea about that software, and I was looking at 32 gigabyte to download, and I've lost the link for it. I just had it up earlier and it's disappeared on me. If you could put a link in the chat or WhatsApp again and let me know so I can search it. And that's a software remote access to a computer to help me look. And thank you for offering that, by the way, generation. The Zoom format, I don't even know how to. I've downloaded the software again. This is how many playbacks already, and no matter what I do, they play back. You're good. That's good. That is good. Oh, by the way, I have to say, anybody playing this back listening, there's a delay of your comments coming up. Oh, is there? Generations, if it's alright, there's certain things Generation can say himself, but there's certain things he's got I'm very impressed with. He's managed to get a scanner, and the research and hours, and so many other people, Bobby and her channel, I can't remember it again, Tim, everybody that's doing the utmost to get a remedy. I have to shout out, because there's a lot of things I'm not able to do myself. I just haven't got the energy, and they're tying me down with all this trying to protect my life right now. All this bloody paperwork I'm dealing with. That's what I meant, by the way, generation. I'm being bombarded with so much at the moment, and trying to defend my life with these perps and these powers up here, there, and one of those documents I sent you about, just in case. That's what's going on right now again. So that's what I meant about busy dealing with that. Zoom thing is everything technical with all that. My brain is just not with it right now to cope with it. This bit is straightforward as far as I'm concerned to try and do, and to look into how to on PeerBlock, by the way, or these software programs. You really shout out again to your kindness and heart to help with that, because that helped. I'm really learning still, and I've got, as I said earlier, I've got like I briefly watched H Bobby's channel and how and Juliet and others are sharing. I don't know how to save and put in file the evidence and who's getting into my network. These corporations, there's too many. When I looked 2 days ago, it was about 100 and more. And some of them were blocking what you said, the highlighting blue. And others are still getting through, and all this, the home evasion, they damaged this laptop again. I'm lucky I'm able to still use it, but everything, the keyboard, the mouse is controlled. I have to, anything I use, if it's a phone, no matter what I use, it is straight away. Good software, they're touching on it, they get a back door into it, and that's it. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm tired. Excuse me. What's the time? 11:30. Over in England, it is, especially over here, it's very a dangerous time to try and exist, and I really can't communicate, get through to my own son and the way they're doing things to him, and he's been used to me. So now, the next days and weeks, I'm trying to figure out a way to protect my safety by these public servants who are forcing certain things. I'll have to put it in a private Telegram thing. Generation, I can't make it public here. It's just really, really not good. Anyway, I'm not going to bother people with things right now. I need to just switch off and try to just focus on this spirituality right now, being still the Sabbath day in England and the time of day it is. But it's buffering, is it? Let me just check. I hope it's not, because it's a test. Okay, I'll just check. It's been upgraded 100 or 1,000 times more powerful than from 957. A Melon for a web server. Yeah, no problem. I will send you a link tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, my smartphone now. Okay. Generation, we just talking about you. Yeah, cool, man. Absolutely. And said to access. A Melon, a web server. Yeah. It's well, you can have you can use the vegetable version, fruit version for smoothies, but this is on melon.com, which is a web server and an app. So I've got the web app version using set up just like that, and then you can download the app to stream. I haven't worked that one out yet. I believe we can hack our brains and beat this technology. I will absolutely like to know that. Now it works for you, generation. That's good. That's good. Let me just check the sound. Now they're hacking into me. They're trying to control the cursor, so I can't even. So yeah, that would be very helpful if you can hear me still, because I can't even click on a button. I can. So badly they're hacking into me. You can hear, okay. Yeah, it's good at my end now. That's good. Okay. Alright, let me go back into the app. That's good. That's good. Okay. So this is similar to StreamYard, this app, which I'm doing now. They said it's been upgraded 1,000 times more powerful. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be too surprised, said Talk. Sorry, said Rex. Okay, Generation, thank you. I'm just gonna take that off. So, the technology. I believe we can hack our brains. In what way do you reckon the technology we can hack into our brains to beat this technology? Because that's just what the technology and the device, the scanner generation you've got is, and what you're doing. I mean, it's amazing. Wow. It's like saving up to you know what you said. I won't mention publicly here because it's a public platform. But what you're doing and the progress, and you've got an ambition to get a remedy is it's just wonderful. It's just like yes, you know, and if you're the only one able to get a remedy out of so many of us, that leads the way for so many people who've tried before. If I had the ability to get, I had scans like that as a woman when I was pregnant with my kids when I was little. Well, I wasn't that little. I was a young woman, shall I say. And they use that type of scanner with the gel on my stomach, and the picture come up black and white. And that's the old version of scanning a woman's belly when they're pregnant, make sure the kid inside is okay. And what you showed was like, wow, I remember those years ago. And how you managed to get one similar, a different way to try and scan for implants was excellent. And that suit you got, wow, it's just anything. You can even wear that if the world goes upside down and the radiation affects even more with the 5G and whatever else I get on this bloody planet. If that helps protect the body, that's worth the investment, isn't it? And that lady in England, by the way, generation, no disrespect to the individual, she may be very, very good and it's helpful, don't get me wrong, in her individual. I know of her. She lives 20 miles away from me. And she also has got a different channel. She has comedy on it. And she focuses on the technology, building things, testing things. And the idea, the recent video about the mattress was bloody good. I haven't watched the rest of it because I didn't know that the coals, the metal parts in the mattress. I remember seeing a video how they make mattresses. And our bodies wasn't, if you think about it, our bodies weren't really made to sleep on metal. But the way they designed it, because that's what I was looking at. But what type of mattress could I get? With electricity, you know, the current going through, the way the Lady Beta video explained, with the current in the coils of the metal springs. And it's like, no wonder, you know, our bodies are like a field all around us naturally, not made to be used and experimented like this. And So I've always been saved up for a new mattress and bed a long time ago, and I was looking for what do I get? A phone with my gift card or a mattress? And if I moved up my own, they can't deny me. I can't really take if they're setting me up in the way they're doing it over here in the UK, where they confiscate my new mattress. And I was in a dilemma, and I was near the shop, and I was like the other day, and I thought I can't use it because I don't know what the hell's going to happen to my situation. So that's why I thought, well, the cash I've got saved, I could use some of that. And there's a place down the road, and I just hope to goodness I don't get the perps. Because at the moment, while it's open, pay the extra for delivery, it works out the same cost that I've got my gift card. Good enough for me. It is just, I just want to see. Yes, you and me both, and that's what I'm impressed with. It's like I know full well another certain part of my body of an implant on my right arm. I woke up one day, what's that scar? That wasn't there the day before. I didn't injure myself. Yeah, so I'm just very suspicious. There's a lot of things that I know about different operations I've had. Yes. The suit won't solve the problem, but will reduce. At least it reduces it. Yes. Definitely, generation. It will definitely help. It will definitely help. Reduces the radiation. And this is what I was looking at more recently. I put in a link earlier, a different social media platform, about the hat, and a link to a well-known site that I could buy a EMF protection hat. I've got the material wrapped around my stomach right now. I haven't made anything out of it. I got the copper, which I haven't made a hat out of. And I looked at to get some more material, but with a tape, so I could make a hat. I've got like a shape of a material hat. I'm good at needlework with help, so I could build thicker material into the hat and get the copper wire taped carefully. And I wasn't too sure about the magnets, whether that would help stop this radiation hitting me on my head, which is like back of my head, and at the moment they're doing it on the right front side of myself. But I have to have something that covers my woman parts and middle parts of my body. And then my teeth, when I get radiated, the technology is damaging my teeth really bad. And then I'll get my follicles on my hair. Now, whether that's interfering with the frequencies of DNA, because my hair follicles are changing. It's like nanotechnology, or is it Magellan's? Because they're mixturing. Yeah, I'm very, very health conscious. So no matter what I do, at the moment, it's like I'm being bombarded. And I thought, if I get that material, an extra material, but at the same time, I don't want to, I've got to be careful on my savings just in case what's going on with my personal situation. And I've got to just balance things out. Oh, it was on this social media. It's like a Russian. It's like a military. this is what I've been investigating. Military old-fashioned style, survival type. I've got some survival things. On my old channel, I did a couple of reviews. I've got if like pole shift happens, as people don't know the subject of pole shift. That's what my old channel started out with, was the weather and the pole shift effects. And then it turned into this subject. So it's a shame really, because I have tried to download some videos to re-upload here, but it takes me a long time because they're hacking me back. So, and everything else is happening at the same time. So yeah, that suit is like a camouflage. It's green. That it's. I tell you, if I could wear that full time myself and get one myself, I would be wearing it all the time and sleep in it. I swear to goodness, I would. Because if that blocks out some of the radiation, because I'm not in the practical sense to build a very day cage or get the curtains or paint this flat in the paint, okay, because it's rented. So I love crystals. I've got certain types of crystals. I've got which puts by the Wi-Fi to block some of that out. I wear copper bangles, necklace to try and balance the natural body out, detoxification. But it's the recordings I've got. If they got technology to see through the wall, you know, your home, and advanced technology to things that sounds like UFO sci-fi, and that's how what I'm picking up on my audio evidence, and it's not interference, and it's I know the difference between the frequency tones by now, and this is something different. This isn't my natural breathing. I've got it's like a sounds. The recent recording, I've got sounds of my natural breathing and sleeping, and then someone else's, right? Picking up another sound in my bedroom when I'm in my sleep. I looked at online about a door stopper, but health and safety for my mobility and disability, I have to be careful for fire safety as well, being in a block of flats, and we don't help. God bless. Okay. God bless. Thank you for joining. Zrex. Zetarex. And Generation says Rex is a real. Yes, it is. It is. Rex is a real sovereign army, entire microwave, anti-radio protection suit. And from eBay, you can buy one for that's 140, 100 and US minus what shipping, yeah. 140. That would be, I don't know what that would be in UK currency, but that's not a bad price. That's a bloody good price, Generation. Excellent. Well, okay, I'm gonna get off here now, and it was really a test to see if I could use this software. Well, you know, the app on this channel. So now I know I can, and I don't know when I'm going to get the other channel up and running back, you know, to be able to use. So this is where you'll find me at the moment, and hence I've got to be careful what I say. So I say I'm just going to type in save. God bless, prayers and blessings. You see, this seems to be an easier way to use this app. And what you said about remote computer software link, yeah, if you can send that at some point when you can, Generation, I will get back to you on Telegram, okay? So God bless all. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for joining, you know what I mean? See, I can't even type. So now you know it's me. There you go. And now I've got to work out how to end the stream. So, oh, found it. No, good day with you. Take care.